Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Liam and this is my hobby room. Welcome one and all. On this auspicious day, we're continuing with our Witch for Mercury Mobile Suit Marathon. Join me as we take a look at the Beguir Pente manufactured by Grassley Defense Systems. Let's go take a look. It's very exciting. Now, the Grassley suits have never really been my thing, but when I saw the Beguir Pente in the show, I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. So I started building it, and yes, it is very, very interesting. It's very different. So if you're used to building a lot of Gundam-type mobile suits, this is a great kit to kind of break the mold for you and introduce you into something new, while obviously you're still building Gunpla. It's got some different design choices that I think you might enjoy or really not enjoy, but they are certainly different. One thing is the feet. Feet are odd. Still don't know how I feel about them. I'd say the design hasn't steeped long enough in my brain for me to really feel a kinship to it, but I do enjoy it, and I enjoyed working on it. There's some really great posability in this kit. If that is your thing, you can do all kinds of fun stuff with it. Because there are no side skirts to speak of, you can move the legs in all kinds of crazy positions and it still looks natural. And it comes with this really cool shield with a few points of articulation. We'll take a closer look at the accessories here in just a moment. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the Beguir Pente. As you can see here, it's a fairly detailed mobile suit. It's really interesting looking. Now, I did fill in all the hollow spaces with resin where I was too lazy to use epoxy putty, and epoxy putty in all the larger spaces. So right here we've got epoxy putty. There's a big hollow space there. We've got a mixture of epoxy and resin under the feet because there's some hollow spaces there that I thought looked a little bit awkward. And there's one at the back of the neck here. There's a little hollow pocket that just looked really awkward when it's seen from like a very specific angle, namely that one. Really enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would right out the gate. Let me just put this down while we talk about the shield. This shield, the non-kinetic shield, is really cool. It has an expansion effect like this. And then you'll be putting clear stickers in there, or you can paint it or use aftermarket stickers, whatever. There's one beam saber on the back. You get two beam saber blades, but one beam saber. This is the connection point. And then I filled in these little pockets here with epoxy putty. I've seen people edit these to make them look like thrusters, and maybe that's what they are. I'm not really sure. It would make sense, I guess, because this thing is supposed to move independently, or at least with wire-guided assistance, but I just preferred them closed, so I filled those in and close up the shield. There are still some hollow spots where the plate of the shield hits the backing, and those are exposed. I might fill those in with a little bit of plastic art detail just to give it something to give you something to look at instead of it just being a hollow spot, but we'll see when we get there. Really like this accessory, and it's going to be a lot of fun to paint and weather up. The Beguir Pente's beam rifle is pretty sweet. There's a sensor here and a sensor here, so stickers for both of those. And then there's an energy tank on the back, and it's an over-the-shoulder beam rifle, which I really like. It's just kind of makes it look a little more dynamic, a little more like a cannon. There are no seam lines at all on this cannon, which is pretty cool. They're all disguised to look like panel lines, but in a few places it's a little bit awkward, namely here. And I find the one running down the sensor here a little bit distracting. I might glue it together just to tighten it up a bit, but I'm not sure yet. But overall, it's a very nice beam rifle. Pretty psyched about that. You also get this wire-guided apparatus that you can connect to the shield and connect to the shield launcher and, display that. It's quite long. You can shorten it if you like, but it's nice. They give you a nice long wire. And then you get an independent stand, which can hold the shield there. I've actually tried to hold the Beguir Pente on here, and it holds it just fine, too. So it's kind of nice. It comes with a little stand there, even if you don't have an action base. There are also a few adapter pieces you can plug into the stand. Oh, there goes one, for different purposes. They're not really that necessary on this kit. There's only one that you'll be using, but the other ones are there if you want to use them for something else or use them as joints in a scratch build or custom. The world's your oyster. And here is a very large sticker sheet. As you can see, most of these are going to be sensors and metallic glowing bits, so those are really not so bad. These parts here, I'm just going to obviously be painting whatever those are supposed to be covering. I can't quite recall. But yeah, there's quite a bit of detail that you can use. You have the deactivated shield parts here if you want to use those, but I think it's going to look a lot more dynamic with that green in there. So I might use these, or I might use an aftermarket Hasegawa holographic transfer. Not sure. Those are shinier, but these are already pre-cut. So, ooh, that's going to be a tough one. Probably just going to go with these. Now, these are not included with the kit, but I got this sheet of aftermarket decals that I'm pretty excited to put on here, so there's quite a bit of really interesting ones for the Beguir Pente. And I think there's some for the Michaelis too, which is kind of nice. Some Dominica stickers as well if you want to go, or sorry, decals if you want to go that far. But yeah, very interesting. I'll be using these when I finish up painting. As always, if you're enjoying my channel, please like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more awesome Gunpla content. I make a lot of videos and there's a ton of them already on here. And I would love to share my hobby with you. So if you like it, just press the little button. Just press the button. I got this kit from BC Hobbies. Check the link down in the description to get one for your very own from the home of your favorite hobbies. Okay, moment of truth. So here is the kit before it was painted. Lots of cool line work to do. I'm very excited. Was very excited. It's done now. Very excited to work on this. And here is the kit now that it's finished. Look at that. There you go. Something I really appreciated about painting this kit was that there are a lot of different shapes, I guess you could say. Shapes I wasn't really used to painting with Gunpla, and they come out in different vertices, and they're all over the place, and there's a lot of lines and stuff. A lot of detail to bring out, but not too much. Looks really, really good. There's a lot of moving parts to it. Just a really solid design, and yeah, one that I wasn't really sold on at first. And it had to steep a little bit. But yeah, I'm interested in checking out some more of the kits from Grassley Defense Houses. But right now I'm just gonna have some fun posing it, and I'm gonna shut up so you can just enjoy the finished kit. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. We've got lots more to come. I'm very excited, planned out a whole bunch of videos. So take care of one another, give your moms a hug, and I'll see you guys next time on Liam's Hobby Room.